Hi, a very good afternoon to Mr. Rizal. We are from Group 8, LAX2014 My Travelog, and this is our trip video 2. And first of all, we would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Kah John, and my matric number is 183791.
My name is Maryli with metric number 182917.
My name is Lam Cheng Lei, my metric number is 182798.
My name is Ong Kai Boon and my metric number is 184054.
I'm Esther and my metric number is 184494.
My name is Lim Tze Ying, with metric number is 1846612.
So, as I mentioned before, we are now doing trip video 2, and now we are at Equine Park. So,
So later on, both Kai Boon and I will introduce facilities in Equine Park. Me and Esther will introduce the feeding and grooming.
and Maryli and I will be discussing about the packages and the prices for the services provided in Equine Park. So let's go. Woo, woohoo. Let's go.
Hello, so we are now in Equine Park UPM. So we are now will explain about the facilities in Equine Park. Okay, the back of us is the riding space for the horse training. So if anyone that want to ride the horse will use the space provided here.
So now we are moved to the stables constructed in Equine Park UPM. As for your information, there are 2 stables which can accommodate 47 horses. So you can see here. So we are going to move to here. And for your information, for constructing a good horse stable, some aspects should be taken into account.
We should think about some of the good tips. So first of all, I would like to talk about the door of the horse stable. So we can see that the door of horse stable here is the swinging part. Actually, the door can be swinging or the sliding door. And then the door should be at least 1 to 2 meters wide, which should not be unlocked easily by the horse. But we can unlock it easily to make sure that the door can be
Easily to be
function
opened.
easily.
And
Can
then
function correctly.
besides that, if you can see, the height of this horse stable should be actually 1 to 4 meter, so that our horse can live comfortably inside. And besides that, the ceiling should be high enough to allow good air circulation, and we need to ensure that no protruding nails from the top, so that it can't hurt our horse.
And then we will move on to the wiring and the lighting parts. So we need to make sure that there is a minimum dark space in the horse stables, and then we need to make sure that the horse will not reach the bulbs and the switches, which need to be surrounded by the safety cage. And then all the plug-ins should be waterproof, and to make sure the safety of the horses.
Besides that, if you can see the floor of each stable, we usually make it as a concrete so that it is easily to be cleaned. Besides that, we can also use as usual for earth floor because it is warmer for horses.
So we can see that everything is high enough and out of reach by the horses.
So we are now moving to one place in which our horses can take their own bath. So here, ta-da! As you can see.
So here we can see there are 3 places, and there are waters.
There are water supply there, where horses can comfortably taking their bath here. And then this one,
You can see there is which can lock the horse, is it?
yeah.
To prevent it from moving.
So I think that's all facilities around Equine Park UPM.
So everyone should take care of it and make sure it's clean enough so that
I think that's it from here. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Lim Tze Ying. Now we are at the Equine Park, and then here you are looking at, here is the environment of the Equine Park. Now, me and my group member are going to discuss about the horse feeding and grooming. Let's introduce my partner. Here is my group member Esther. Introduce yourself first.
Hi, I'm Esther and my metric number is 184494.
This is my first time to be here in the Equine Park. I know you have experience in the Equine Park, so can you share to me how to become closer to a horse?
Oh, sure. So if you want to get close to a horse, first, before you touch it, make any contact with them, you have to read their expression. The simplest way is to look at their ear. So this is Grace, and judging from her ear is not going to the side, so which means she's in good mood. And the next step is you have to constantly call its gender, whether it's a girl or a boy. So since Grace is a girl, you have to call it girl, hello girl, and then you start touching it by their head till at their back. But I'm just gonna touch her head. So girl, hello, hello Grace. So it's easy. Be soft with them, don't be rough, or else they're gonna kick you or bite you. And make sure to keep your distance not too close and not too far from them. Have any question again?
I would like to experience myself to touch her.
Okay.
Hello, Grace. Hello, girl. This is my first time touching a horse.
Really? How is it?
I touched very soft.
Uh-huh.
Like she is steady.
Why don't you try to touch her cheek? Ah, yes.
Esther, may I know what kind of food that we have to feed the horse? Is it grass or something else we could give them as a food?
Oh. So just now you asked me what kind of food do horse eat. So basically horse are considered as herbivore, so which means they eat plants. So you can feed it with carrots, grass, beetroot, turnip, celery. But normally in Equine Park, I would say they feed the horse with carrots or grass because it's easy to find the sources. And
How many times you feed them for a day?
For a day, okay, for a day you have to feed this horse 3 times a day. But then based on my reading, horse, they have small capacity of stomach, and since I said we feed the horse 3 times a daily, we normally feed, every time we feed it, we give a small amount of food because they have small capacity of stomach. So there you have it.
Oh, thank you, Esther, for explaining to me about the horse.
Okay, you're welcome. But then, I've been explaining a lot to you, so what have you learned from here?
When we want to closer to a horse,
Mhm.
then we have to talk to them as the gender they are, and then we slowly touch our hand to their head,
Yes.
and then to their cheek,
Uh-huh.
and towards the body.
Uh-huh.
When we slowly touch her, they will not too aggressive.
Yes.
And then what we give them to eat is food that is vegetable, means a dry grass or a carrot, which more convenient to search for. And then they are eating like 3 times a day.
Yes.
We give them only small amount so that their digestive system can afford it.
So 1 to 10, how do you find this activity?
7.
7. Okay, so I hope you found this video interesting and maybe knowledgeable. So do come to Equine Park, and that's all from us. Thank you.
Hi. So now we will going to talk about how are we going to join the activities in Equine Park.
Okay, one of the method is from the Edu Park program, which is they have various of activities, including the Cowboy World and the special package, the range hour. For this Cowboy World, you can have an interactive talk and feel and touch the horse, feeding the horse with the carrots, and the carrots will be provided. And of course, sightseeing, photography, and then the transport also will be provided, which is the tram. This activity will take about 45 minutes. And about the price, okay, the price for the MyCard user holder, an adult will need to pay 27.60 ringgit. Yes, with the children that is holding the MyCard also will only need to pay 13 ringgit and 20 cents. For the non-MyCard user holder, adult RM 42 ringgit and the children's is 20 ringgit 40 cents. Then for the special package, the rent tour, we can go to the dairy, deer, equine and transport provided, which means that the equine also is including in the range tour. And my card holder adult 55 ringgit, children 25 ringgit, with the non-citizen adult 83 ringgit and the children citizen 28 ringgit.
Okay, so for your information, one of the benefit to be a UPM student is that it is free for UPM student because based on what officers say that for UPM student it is free. And then besides that, in Equine Park they also provide services like the riding horse training course, which costs around 200 for UPM students, 400 for UPM staff or alumni, and for the public is around 600. And for each course, there are around 10 sessions, so you can join these courses and then you can have fun to have a ride on the horse on this.
In addition about that course, you will get a license to ride a horse, which means that in order for you to be able to handle the horse personally, solo, you need to have a license for that. So the course, the class that the UPM provide here will let you have the license. And then the Edu Park, the Cowboy World, you can book it online, including the special package, the range.
Yes, you can book through the EduPark website, and for your information, the package will take around 45 minutes, which means that 45 minutes for you to feel or touch the horse, feed the horse, and sightseeing and photo sessions. So it is quite, per se, is okay. I mean, for those who never get in touch with the horse, it is a good chance for you to
Amusing experience.
Yes. So as I know, there is one Sultan horse.
One of the Sultan Selangor's horse is here and in UPM.
Yeah, so maybe you can just come here and then have a look on that. And you can see this is the horse stable, and yeah, and then actually there are quite a lot different type of the horses over here. And for your information, there are 12 Australian horses being imported to here for riding. So yeah, so that's all for the packet prices and the packages. So
Come and learn and see and feel.
okay.
Now we have finished visiting this equine park and have seen all the horses. And how do you feel, guys?
It's great.
Yes, that's it. So
think you should come as when you are UPM students and to explore the UPM.
So I highly recommend that for those who want to experience on riding horses, you can come here and enjoy it.
Now here I also learned about how to feed or how to do a horse.
So
The feeding.
feeding, yes. I mean, this is the right place for you to learn how to
Get close to a horse.
yeah, learn their behavior and also how to groom them, what kind of food you should feed them.
That's right.
So that's all for us.
Bye-bye.
Bye.